Most of the tender engines on the North Western Railway were out of service, but that doesn't stop the E2 tank engine pulling out of the station with his faithful coaches. The E2 tank engine passes over the bridge and slides down the other side. Meanwhile, at the big city station of Knappford, the American tank engine known as Rosie was shunting a new line of goods to be on for another engine. She then rolls away to get another train. The engine that's going up to collect this train is a Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway 28. He connects the train quite hardly. That's what she said. Then rolling into the station is the Avonside Green tank engine. Meanwhile, the American 160 tank engine has crashed into the bridge, loosening some of its support beams. The Great Western Pannier tank has decided to come and collect the USA 160 engine and take it to the works. The USA 160 class engine was talking with the Furness K2. It was talking to a Metropolitan Vickers diesel electric Type 2. Meanwhile, at the big station, the Lancashire and Yorkshire engine pulls off with his train, only to break down on the main line. The Avonside Great Western tank engine stops just in time, and the engine who is to pull the other train is... The engine who comes to collect both trains is the Stirling Single. Her name is Emily. The Stirling Single and the Lancashire engines train were both collided together, and the Stirling Single took both trains. But then the E2 tank engine comes back on his train, stopping just short of the Stirling Single. Then they did stuff I can't show. So the E2 decides to back up along the tracks until he came off on a siding and allowed the Stirling Single to go through. But then the Avonside tank engine pulls out in front of the Stirling Single. The points were jammed against her, so... The Great Western tank engine, Pannier tank, pulled up to the scene, took the Stirling Single to the works, and decided to take her train. He struggled up the hill. He clearly needed a banker. Though the banker was called, which is a LNER A1. The engine gets pushed down the hill by the banker. And he zoomed away. Not even apologising to the A1. Then the E2 tank engine comes whistling along. Luckily, no one was hurt, except his driver and fireman who had killed. Confusion and delay was all over the rails. The A1 happened to be sent to the works. The Lancashire engine coming out of the works. The Great Western Pannier tank going to shunt. This LNER K2 taking the E2's coaches. The E2 hot on his tail. After a severe beatdown, he got his coaches back. As the Lancashire Class 28 was backing down to his train, the trucks rolled out of the siding. And the Great Western Avonside engine was going right towards it. He couldn't stop. Then, it happened. There were like 6 engines at the works. Now 6, 7. While the trucks were being pushed into the sidings by the African engine. You know what? Fuck the African engine. The E2 tank engine buffered up towards the trucks. And taking 2 bits off the big engine's train, the Lancashire engine bashed up towards this train. The engines rolled off into the sunset and lived happily ever after. Until they crashed into each other. Wait, the E2 tank engine is coming to say something to us. Hello everybody, Thomas here, and I'd like to thank you for 225 subscribers and over 150,000 views. And coming soon is an update to the Tent of Universe map and a trip to Highley on the Severn Valley Railway and a trip to Ulfstead Castle Railway Preservation Society.